Man, that comment section's dwindling down. Every account that you guys have, you just can't help but to spew it out. Told you, one little inkling. Lefty, I know you'll never leave because you're SJD's freaking left-hand man. That's right. Do you help him love on his dog? It's so easy to understand describing. You could try to have your account that you'll do all capitalized, or you'll do lowercase, or you'll even SJD with his account, and he'll talk about himself in lowercase it to try to be like my friend, and I can see right through you goofs. SJD doesn't have to take a polygram, he wants a freaking cracker. He doesn't have to take one because he's already been taking one from us. And he's been failing. He's been miserably failing with the questions that we have for him. Miserably. And he won't stop. Steve, you should really stop making videos about it. You know, just let them be righteous still. Let the righteous be righteous still. And, because Father says so, because Father says add an H to the Hebrew, and then that way I can really manipulate the numbers by using the H, because that's the trick with my book that I prevailed to openeth up. And if thou shalt not bow down to art, you will surely shall die. All right, Steve, come on, man. You can't. Are you the only person on earth that believes yourself? Yeah, you have to sound like you're confident and you know what you're talking about, but look, man, just walk around and take a look at your colleagues' eyes. Just watch their eyes. That's all you got to do. If you look at people, I'm not sure if you do that or not. If you're too busy looking at yourself, you know what I'm saying? So, just take a look at yourself in the mirror. Look at that man in the mirror. And ask him to change his ways. Oh, yeah. Stephen James Deshawn. I'm so glad I met you, Steve. I'm tickled to death. Seriously. To know that the elite are watching just regular people, us, regular people, that Hollywood is literally watching us because they have the same insight, they have the same secrets that they've kept, and even they're getting tired of watching their own buddies because they know that they're all fake. So even Hollywood actors watch us because we're just real. They tune in, not just with our videos, what we do when the video is off, as we're just going about our business and the cameras are watching us, as they sit there with nothing to do. I always thought this was odd when I used to listen to Howard Stern until he's just such a pig. He just made me disgusted, and then I realized also that he was in on the whole thing. I just him and Robin, Quivers, talking about the EMP from North Korea. Like, yeah, let's bring it on because I'm ready for a break. Like, no, wait a minute. You king of media. Yeah, I started to catch on. I'm like, I can't listen to this clown anymore. And then on top of that, I don't have Sirius XM radio. I don't want to listen to your nonsense, people. So this is what you hear when you drive in my car or my truck. This is what you see. This is what Hollywood sees when they watch me. And this is what they hear when they listen to me. Why would they want to watch you, Robin? I don't know. It's not just me. It's everybody who's real. That's who they watch. Everything's turned around, okay? As we sit there and watch the TV, and the TV is sitting there watching us, well, we're on one side of the mirror, and you guys are on the other side of the mirror. We're watching your program as you're watching us being programmed, or at least the attempt of what, I'm just saying in general, Americans, everybody in the world. Us regular people, there's no doubt, there's no question anymore whatsoever. They watch us. We've watched them for so long. But ever since 2011, something happened. I'm sure you can guess what it is that I have remembered from back in 2011. And it was a big time warning from God. From God. Okay, it was a warning from God. What are you gonna do when the internet's shut down and you can't warn people, huh? What are you gonna do then? Well, dummy, let me answer your question for you. We've already warned everybody. That's it. Lights out. Time to cry to God. You know? If you're afraid of the dark, you're gonna have a problem. If you're not afraid of the dark, you're gonna have a good old time when this happens. Because like it's not even 4 o'clock. This nonsense up here, it's nonsensical, okay? This nonsense, this smoke, this cluster F of smugness looks like SJD's face, just smug. Robin, you're a liar. That's right. Tell him, Steven, tell him. Everybody hates Steven Singer. Steven Singers. Everybody hates Steven singing. Tell him, Steve. Tell him Steve sent you. Man, there's a lot of commercials about Steve. Tell him Steve sent you. The car commercial. Steve Bonacciano or something. I think that's one of my guys. That's right, one of my guys from the mafia. It's Tony. Hey Tony. Oh look, I don't know if you can see this, but it's 33% more time digitals. Well, let me get closer here. 33% more. That's right, you're gonna watch a 33-minute video because there's 33% left on my phone. Everybody hates Steven Singer. Robin, you need to just stop. Please. Just stop talking about my boss. My job is so much harder. I'm just saying, like, in general. Lefty, right? Lefty and righty. Lefty is Lucy, okay? Righty over here is tighty. Hey, Lefty, what happened to me being the other? You know, this is why people delete their comments. This is why they delete their videos. If I held on to the amount of videos that SJD, excuse me, that he made, that was he was such a Klingon to me, and then to show it from what was said and then what's being said now, and for a man to be so intelligent and to be Jesus Christ, well, how could Jesus possibly have been deceived? You know what I mean? How could he be deceived by me? And if he wasn't deceived, then again, does Jesus cling to people with flatteries? Anybody? Huh? No? Okay. So the Jesus thing is ixnay on the Easus J, all right? It's gone. Now let's hop over to anybody who still thinks that SJD has a direct connect with Satan, his Lord. He doesn't, okay? He doesn't. Jesus Christ, he's not coming back as one frickin' person on earth. He already did that. He already came here one time singularly by himself, all right? And then same thing with Satan, right? He came here as Judas. He pretty much just, you know, put his thoughts into Judas. Judas fulfilled his will. And then that's when Satan was, he was like, shit. Damn it, Jesus. Why didn't you tell me you were going to resurrect yourself? I thought you were freaking kidding. Christ is like, nah, I tried telling you, but now your rulership's coming to an end. Right in between 2019 and 2018. That's it for you, Satan. All right, so we're just gonna have to leave it at that. Okay, there, partner. And then so now that's why Satan's he's you know, look, it's like how do I put it? Let's say you're gonna get sentenced tomorrow, right? And you know you're going away for 10 years. What most people do, they'll get really bombed, they'll get really drunk, they'll get really high, they'll get really this, they'll get really that. They'll try to get everything out of the way before they know that they're getting sentenced. So what do you think Satan's doing? Before his death blow of his soul, which is the influence of negativity in this world, before that gets destroyed, you know, dissipated, taken away, resurrected, once his soul gets destroyed, then his time is up and he has to fall in line. As he lived his life, his existence, the way he wanted to, you know, but because he was tricked into killing Christ, now he has to do Satan's will. I mean, God's will. Satan is doing God's will. Satan's doing his will. His will is God's will. God's will is to get Satan to trick everybody who isn't paying attention to what God's will is. That's his will. It's very interesting how it all works full circle. It really does. So yeah, Steve, you failed the polygraph test already. I see you won't take Tyler's offer. He said he would even pay for it to have it done. And all you gotta do is answer our questions. But you're gonna act like you didn't hear this. You're gonna act like you didn't see this video. You're gonna pretend you don't watch mine. See, Steve, you know firsthand, specifically, that you know where anywhere that I'm at, even if I'm at, let's say I'm at somebody else's phone. Oh, no, go ahead. You go, sure, you can go. Yeah, no, go ahead. Right on. I want to follow you this time, okay? How's that? I forgot. See what happens when one tail lighters get in front of you and they try to get behind you, but then you get behind them, and it screws up their whole plan, doesn't it, Steve? What do they do then? What do they do? Like call you like, oh, Steve, I don't know what to do now. Should I keep driving straight or just pull back over and put my blinkers on and roll my windows down when it's 12 degrees out, all of them, to just make you look over like, what the fuck's wrong with this idiot with his windows down? It's freezing out. Bonk's Bar. What a name for that, huh? It's unusual, isn't it? It's pretty queer, actually. Bonk's Bar. Bonk. What was it? I don't know. What's that? Yeah, the demons, they talk to me all the time. They're constantly in communication with me. Oh yeah, Stephen having direct connect with Satan. Again, remember, colleagues, okay, I'm talking to you. To all of Stephen's colleagues. I'm working on you guys right now. To his flunkies, to the trolls, the agents that work for Steve, that stalk cyberly, you guys are a lost cause. Alright? I've already given up on you guys. Because I know that the fear of God will be installed into you when He shows you what we've been trying to tell you. That's all. To his colleagues, I'm working on you guys because you see who I am. You understand you're not some idiot flunkies that cyber stalk, and you guys actually watch what I do on a regular basis. And you know my heart, all right? You know my heart, just like SJD knows my heart. That's why he would prefer to eat it. I mean, when he thinks that he's going to kill me. So I'm gonna hold on one second. $5:30. Give me a second. Who's angry? Anybody? Who's angry? Are you guys angry? Do you walk around angry? Or do you walk around oblivious? Or do you walk around like, whatever? I mean, or do you walk around miserable? Do you like company? If you're miserable, do you like company for some reason? Is it the company that you keep? Because misery loves company. It loves to have miserable freaking people, and the miserable spirit wants to make everybody else miserable. It's just a fact, because the happy spirit, like Karen, my stepmom, it's a little too much, but it kind of wants you to be happy, happy, joy. And then the spirit of, whatever, SJD, okay, wants people to, feel the same way. Live your life the way you're supposed to live it. Righteously. For others. Be considerate. Go ahead. You go ahead. No, you go. Hey, you're welcome. Or do you walk around clinging to people with flatteries? Cling, 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 cling. Cling, cling, cling on. Cling, cling. Cling, cling, cling. Robin, cling, cling, cling. Don't worry, I'm filtering through. I don't want to be clung to with flatteries either. So if I sense you're clinging to me, your account's going to be blocked. If I just sense that you're a prick, you're going to get blocked. When I can absolutely tell that you're SJD or Scotty Alpine or that witch that flies in a broom or freaking SJD's left hand, the one that helps him love on his dogs. When I sense that it's you guys, it's almost like turning the comment section off, but not really turning it off. Just, I mean, I know you guys are going to constantly make accounts, but remember, okay, don't forget to unsubscribe before you make another account, okay? I just want to remind you, I don't want extra Klingons. Don't forget about them. See, this is real. See that guy right there? He's taking his scrap to where he got to go to get his money. Oh, let me touch on the gang stalking for a second. I've already said this before, but I'll do it again. I'll do it again just for SJD and your left-hand man, all right? Robin, you act like you're gang stalked, but yet you're still driving a car and you still live in a house, and your family still doesn't think that you're freaking nuts or hasn't abandoned you yet. And the people anybody you work for still gives you a job and you haven't been sabotaged at work. And when they attempted to sabotage you, they failed? What are you trying to say, Robin? That you had the power of God with you? Like the full armor? The back armor too? I don't get it. How can you possibly be gang stalked and defeat us, Robin? What the fuck? How do you keep doing it? It's called knowing ahead of time, preparing, predicting, just simply knowing. You know, the greatest thing about knowing God is feeling the love from God. And then on top of that, knowing that the creator of the entire everything is using you for a major, major purpose on Earth at this moment. So I'm pretty sure that that's just the way he meant for it to be. For me to be able to see it, show it, prove it, just by showing it alone. I just show, here, look. And you can see for yourself. Why is it that they can't sabotage my... Well, because I work for the mafia. Duh. I mean, it's like, because I'm really a CIA snitch. That's how I knew the freaking war was going to start on April 7th. Because I'm a CIA snitch. Hey, listen. If anybody is a CIA snitch, look. Hey, nice to meet you. So you decided to get out of the CIA, huh? You got tired of telling secrets? I don't blame you. You felt like telling the truth? Hey, right on, brother. Good job. But I take it as the highest honor because I understand why Stevens, Thaddeus Stevens? Did you own my school I went to too, Stevens? Is that your are you Thaddeus also? Sometimes I get sidetracked with my point I was trying to make. It has something to do with the gang stalking where they've already tried to ruin my reputation. They've already tried to get me fired. Oh yeah, the mafia, and the CIA and being a snitch, and it's all it does is just proves 100%, okay, that SJD is trying to cover up for the flunkies that still work for him. Because his colleagues, you guys, you already know that I am just me. Just one human being on earth that's just here proclaiming the name of Jesus Christ, God, my Father, the one that created the heavens and the earth, that God, the God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob, and Israel, and I don't know, Steve, what is it again? What's your God's name? Yamahamalak Shamalak? Okay. Is it Yahweh? Is it Yahweh? Is it Asu? Is it Isu? Is it Yahoo? It's God Almighty. So all of those, because you're an accuser, all those accusations, Steve, I mean, nothing would ever go to court because it's something that you know that it would be found out immediately, just like that. Like, oh yeah, he's not part of. What are we here for? You, on the other hand, okay, yeah, there's proof of you, because I am coming after your colleagues. You are targeting the ones that still work for you, and if they turn from you for a second, trust me, he can't do shit. Or don't. All he can do is talk with words and throw sticks and stones with words. They can't break you unless you allow it. So for the people that continue to work for SJD, you fools, you'll find out. But you guys are the dumbest of the dumb. All right? You guys are the dumbest of the dumb. His colleagues, Steven's colleagues, you guys aren't dumb. All right? I don't even know who any of yous are. I mean, well, or do I? What's the point of beeping the horn? Like, you can't get anywhere, right? Look. Come on. Will you crawl into the ass of the next car? Because I'm an impatient idiot. I can't just wait a minute. Colleagues. What's up, family? Colleagues. Hey, SJD's colleagues. Listen, guys. You know SJD is a buffoon, right? I mean, don't you feel sorry for him? Like how I have an older brother that I just feel sorry for because he's so angry. He's so angry. He's just so angry. Don't you guys feel sorry for him in a sense? Because people like me, right? In particular, okay? Me, Barb, Justin, and Tyler. I'll just say us four. Just right off the top of the bat. Because of certain things that we are saying, right? And we've been saying it, and you guys have been watching us without the camera on, and you're hearing that what we're saying is sinking in with what the other one is saying. And even before we even met each other on YouTube, what we were saying on YouTube was already in sync with something that you guys have never heard before. Just like SJD, okay? You never heard anyone talk like him before, right? Well, I've heard, I don't know how much further you want to back up, lady, but I mean, you can get as close as possible. I never heard anybody talk like Harold Camping before either. And that's the only reason why I gravitated to SJD for a moment, is because I seen a bunch of slander, right? I seen a lot of slander, and I was like, you know what? I don't appreciate people slandering people, condemning people without investigating. So what I did was I investigated for a very long time. I came to my conclusion. SJD, you're a human just like the rest of us. But the only difference is you just truly don't have love in your heart. If you did, Jesus, will you please forgive me for thinking that you're not Jesus? Or should I not ask you to forgive me because I know that you're not Jesus? Which one is it? Will you forgive me for not bowing down to you? Is that what it is? See, Jesus has love in his heart and forgiveness to anybody, to the most disgusting, vile human being on planet Earth. Just like you, Steve. Even you have a chance. But to your colleagues, Steve, they are looking at you, man. They're like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of leaning towards the truth. I don't want to, look, we've been watching Robin for a while now, and we've been watching Barb, and we've been watching Justin, and I mean, we have all of our guys working side by side with Justin too, so it's like we're watching them as much as possible, and we're watching Tyler, we're listening to what he's saying, and guys, should we just like, should we make them the rulers over the providence of the land? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and Daniel. How about if we just make them the rulers of the providence here, and kick old SJD out because he's freaking losing his mind. I mean, he can't even keep up. He's trying to keep up with just one person, and all this surveillance that we're giving him. You see what I'm saying? I mean, does he really have power? I mean, come on. SJD, or when are you going to just straight tell him that you believe you're Satan? I mean, that's what you're telling us. You believe that you're like freaking Satan himself. And we thought you were, I mean, even Robin thought that you might have been the suffering servant. I mean, like the David spirit, yeah, possibly, but that didn't last long. So look, guys, I was deceived by SJD. Okay, I can admit it. And so are you. You guys are deceived too. It's not going to hurt to turn to God and just be like, look, I'm sorry, God. Please forgive me. I mean, just like that. All right? Keep it in mind.